This is how we get my studio ready. We live? Actually, let's see if we can't. Test 1, 2. See how this microphone works. My view on this Dr. Disrespect fallout ordeal. Changing my internet. My 2 cents on this entire All right, let's do this. Do this. We're going to switch account. All right. Modern women. I don't know what I'm doing. Gaming while old. And that has to do with, the name of this channel. Ooh. The name of this channel is kind of poking fun at how this genre is designed for young folk. Nobody believes that video games should be played by people that are of working age. Nobody believes that anybody above the age of 18 should even be playing video games, let alone streaming video games. So the name of my channel is Gaming While Old, and it's the summertime. It's July 6th, I believe, today. And yeah, here's my other YouTube channel, Footage Factory, where I showcase all the cool stuff that I do, motorcycles, cars. And when it's too cold outside in December, January, February, when it's too cold for me to come out here, I play video games. And I test my luck to see how many views I can get, if I could get paid to do something I'm going to do anyways. Now, that's the premise of these. I'm going to do this anyways. The type of people that, especially this Mustang right here, the type of people that watch the videos for this Mustang are in their 60s. They're in their 60s. You'll get the few teenagers that want to learn how to work on this car. Then you get this. The demographic for this is a very small niche, but none of them are teenager age. But the video game genre, and I can afford it. I can afford to work on these, and then I can afford to play video games. And a lot of people get mad about that, but maybe that's a story for another issue. But it kind of goes into, the only people that are watching and communicating with Dr. Disrespect and video game folk are the typical people who aren't at work. Young people. Now, a lot of us don't have information. 99% of us judging the Dr. Disrespect situation don't have all the information. Comparing him to other people, P. Diddy, the accusations of the Microsoft founder, the people on the island, the list hasn't been released. Dr. Disrespect is of a class of people, a non-protected class of person, heterosexual white male. He is screwed. But when it comes to uh you know, he might have not have even known. We're assuming that he does know. He does know now that this person is and was a minor. Actually, person probably isn't a minor anymore because it was 4 or 5 years ago. He might have not have known. He might have known, but we don't have that information. And that information, like we're gonna err on the side of negative, especially because of his history of, you know what? I don't care, man. If you don't want to be faithful, your whole persona is based off the fact that you're living life on the seat of your pants. And I made some mistakes in my 20s, early 30s that uh I don't know how else to say this. I didn't have a platform. I wasn't important enough that when those mistakes happened that people were coming for me. They're like, this guy is a small fish. And I hope to God that those things from my past never creep up. But I've positioned myself in the world. For example, where I am right now in the world, a relationship with a 16 and 17-year-old person is not illegal from the point of view of somebody in their 30s and 40s. I know that's hard to believe, and it's kind of hypocritical, especially because if you have naked pictures of somebody in their 16, 17-year-old age range, that's considered PORN, underage, uh but you can have a relationship with them, which just blows my mind. Blows my mind. It absolutely just yeah. If you can't guess where I am in the world, just there are places like that in the world. Okay, I'm not gonna have a relationship with somebody underage, but if I could, if I was in this gosh dang country, if I divorced from my wife and I stayed in this country legally, I could do it. But yet, and not making excuses, but the girl more than likely will. I don't have any information. I'm going to assume wasn't 13, an actual child. Who was? Oh, it was Franco. James Franco did the same thing at a bar, and this is based off. Don't come and sue me, but at a bar, he was hitting on in this country that I'm in right now. I'm in the UK. He was hitting on a girl at a pub who wasn't 18, and that's not illegal. And I think he did get a little bit of uh, kickback from that. And people do you kind of see him as sleazy. I don't give a fuck. This group of James Franco and Dr. Disrespect and me, people are waiting for us to fuck up. But I don't care. I don't care. Sure, I'll use whatever small inkling of social media power, uh, influence that I have to stand up for Dr. Disrespect because it's not a big fucking deal. It really isn't. Based off of the information we have right now. If come to find out he's been talking to a 15-year-old child, okay, that's a big deal. 16-year-old child in this country is illegal, but there are literally people that go to islands and do the same thing and get protected by the government. But Dr. Disrespect does it. Next thing you know, let's crucify this motherfucker. And not only let's crucify this motherfucker, let's hop on his 3 million subscriber wave and just crucify this motherfucker. I'm gonna what do I have? 12 subscribers total, and I'll use all those 12 subscribers I'll stand up for the dude. I don't care. You can't cancel me. Sure, you can take all my YouTube channels down, my actual channel, Footage Factory, that's monetized, take away my $40. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Unless you're gonna send a Sicario to come over and kill me, there's nothing you can really do to me. Now, him on the other hand, this was his lifeline. So you're taking away his occupation, his career. Um, and these other YouTubers were out there looking at him going, "Oh yeah, oh this guy's prime for the hop on a bandwagon, let their position be known and just shit on this dude." A lot of guys that do stream with him, it's funny, I don't know, fair weather friends, they could have said, "You know what? I want to keep my opinion to myself right now until all the information's out." And maybe they might even have inside information, but I don't know, man. I don't know until it comes out guilty before proven innocent. I don't know. How does the saying go? So if you're just now showing up, leave a comment. Let me know how you feel about let me know how you feel about Dr. Disrespect. Is he guilty? Is he guilty in your opinion? Because from my opinion, I don't give a what he has done in comparison to what's being done right now in the continent I'm in, where girls are they're afraid to go outside. Now, the whole premise of what I'm saying right now is that we don't have the information on whether or not Dr. Disrespect knew the age of the girl. If we had that information, would it change anything? Maybe, but still, we don't have the information that he knew. We are inferring that he knew the age of the girl and that he wanted to meet up with her. Okay. Now let's here's my YouTube channel, Gaming While Old. A gaming channel. A genre where the majority of the people are young. You leave me a little comment right there saying, "Hey, old man River, old man Rockstar, I love your YouTube channel." I'm like, "Oh, thanks, young person. Leave a comment." And then you leave a comment, and then you say, "Hey, email me here." And then I don't I shouldn't even say young person. Hey, person, and then I email you back. Wow, thanks for leaving me a sticker that you stole from your mom's credit card. And then we get to chatting, and then you're like, "Oh, FYI, are you going to some motorcycle event?" Which I do. I go to a lot of motorcycle events. Yeah, yeah, I'm going to a motorcycle event. Oh, I'm going to be there. Actually, that brings up another point. If this person underage was going to what it was, video game con, Comic Con, whatever the hell con, uh, shouldn't they have adult supervision? Either way, um, my stance on the matter is not that it's not a big deal, but we don't have all the information, and that all the information that you guys are getting are based off of people that want to crucify the motherfucker. So, uh, just they are biased against him. Any opportunity. Shit. I'm guilty. I'm using this opportunity right now. If this whole thing wouldn't have happened, I wouldn't be saying shit. But I'm using this opportunity. In fact, you know what? What you want to know what I was going to do before this whole thing, this shindig came down, like the thumbnail? I was going to take a sticker and put it on my bike. Dr. Disrespect thumbnail, Dr. Disrespect sticker, and I was gonna say, anybody, why do you have a Dr. Disrespect sticker? And I was gonna be like, hey, listen, go to Dr. Disrespect's channel, say that Rockstar from Footage Factory, the name of my actual main channel, sent you. I was gonna try and get on Dr. Disrespect's radar, and I was gonna try and get a shout out from him. That's all we're doing is we're using this internet to use it as a stepping stone. So these guys that are slaying Dr. Disrespect are using it as a stepping stone to increase their channel. Oh, it's easy. It's easy. Nobody on YouTube, nobody on YouTube nobody on the internet uses YouTube or social media to build people up. Mm-mm. Nope. And that's what I'm hoping to do with um with this, because i- what is the future for Dr. Disrespect? Let's kind of let's explore some futures for Dr. Disrespect, that he can come back, because he says he's gonna come back. But I gotta tell you right now, there's some damage control that he has to do, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of gunning for the dude. What I think he's gonna have to take a step back and let this all just blow over. And then when he comes back, there's gonna be a little bit more of a kickback, a little bit more explosiveness. Um, but then he's just gonna have to ignore it. Oh, Kevin Hart. That's another one. He bounced back and he just ignored the noise, all the static. He just ignored it. Pushed right through it. Didn't like it never happened. Oh, Dr. Disrespect. Just when you come back, when you get your family situation squared away, because I have uh, everyone wants to look into your personal life. And sure, okay, fine. I'll look into your personal life. I have a funny feeling that your spouse knew about this allegation. I have a fun. You had to tell her it's a big thing, and she's probably gonna be like, "What happened? That's a major income revenue for us. So you got to tell me what happened." And I'll tell you what happened with my wife. She'd be like, she would want me to get to every single detail. I just gonna be like, Twitch is stupid. They don't like me. Now, what really happened? So I have a funny feeling she knew what was going on. Um, and which I hope he comes back. His personality, if he can pull this off, dude. Oh, dude, if you could pull this off, man, just let. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Let this all blow over, and then come back. You might even have to hire a professional PR person that understands how, because we're gonna forget about it. We'll forget about it. And then you're gonna have to not do streams with the original guys that, hey Doc. You're gonna have to ignore them. And you were onto something. I was watching you. You were onto something. You were done with Warzone. I think Warzone you should be done with for at least 5 years. If you ever do want to come back to it, maybe if you can ever rebuild the situation you got going on, come back to Warzone as a cool little retro thing. If you can recover from this, but I'm rooting for you, man. I want to see you come back from this because, you know, Tom Hanks, he's been accused of it. We've got Bill Gates. We got all these other people who did the same thing, and their platform is a lot higher. So they seem to be a little more insulated compared to you. You're at that right. If I did it, it wouldn't really be a big deal because I'm not big enough. If Bill Gates did it, something behind the scenes would happen. A little bit of payoff. Blah, 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 blah. If you did it, Dr. Disrespect, because you aren't quite big time. You're what do they call him? A level celebrity. He's not even B list. He's C list. So C list, you're in danger. And his persona is disrespect, doing just living off the seat of his fucking pants. Ah! Ah! That's why people love him. Ah! Making snap decisions. Ah! I couldn't do that in my life, even if I tried. Every decision I make has to be fucking calculated and fucking safe, and because I'm already fucking just going. And I guess you know what, moving into the future, Dr. Disrespect, you have to really, yeah, do the same thing. Everything has to be extra calculated. So let's go to the chat. Looks like we got one person chatting saying nothing. You fucking idiots. Could you at least I hate how you have to almost get toxic for the internet to fucking give you any kickback. What are your fucking feelings on Dr. Disrespect? You don't have to subscribe to leave a comment. You can just type away and hit enter. What are your feelings? Dr. Disrespect is fucking just tell me. It sucks that nothing positive. You have to really be toxic. So, Mr. Viewer, I fucking see you. Leave a comment on whether or not, or you could just click off. Nah, just click off and then no big deal. I'll just keep talking about this, which in a roundabout way is all right because it helps me clarify really my feelings about this. I don't know, when I first heard it, When I first heard it, I was like, yeah, we don't have information, but we are quick to jump the gun. And like I've said it twice before, a lot of these guys, they said, "Oh, Dr. Disrespect has a great platform." And you know what? I could really capitalize on this. Just like I'm doing right now. All the single viewers that I have on this live stream. I actually don't even know how many people will be watching this in the end. How many people will go back and rewatch it. But I want to capitalize on it. I want to capitalize on it because I want to show my support. I don't like Dr. Disrespect because I think he's a stand-up character in the community. I like Dr. Disrespect because when we were all struggling during the C word, C-19, he was there. And he's from the part of the world where he reminds me of a lot of friends I have, old friends. He reminds me a lot of my old friends. In fact, he interacts with a lot of my old friends. I see on Facebook he interacts with them. And I got a soft spot for the dude. Fuck it. Yeah. I'm biased. I'm biased for the guy. I'm biased for the guy. I'm still not seeing any goddamn comments. I was hoping I'd see some comments. Maybe that should be the fucking goal of this. Stream until I get a comment or my batteries run out. So yeah, I'm biased towards the guy, and I think that uh nobody is taking into consideration, or maybe they are, his 3-4 million subscribers are just going, oh, what a great opportunity to shit on the guy and just fucking cancel him. Don't do that. Don't do that. I know a lot of guys are like, you know what, man, we don't have the information. We don't know if he knew that the age. We still don't know. We like to assume, we like to infer that we do. Don't. All of the this groupthink of people fucking shitting on him. It's all it is, groupthink. You got three, 4, 5 of the big top platform guys from video games, and here I am gaming while old. This is such an obscure fucking channel. But hey, I'm putting myself out there and vouching for the guy because I'm not making excuses for him saying that what he did was okay, but I don't care. I didn't subscribe to Dr. Disrespect because I thought he's a Mother Teresa. Nope. I subscribe to the guy because he's off his fucking tits. He's off his rocker. And I like that in a dude. And welcome to the live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines. So make sure you abide by the community guidelines. There are no say whatever the fuck you want to say. This is the one opportunity before this channel blows up to a fucking million subscribers. Gaming while old. Footage Factory is my main channel. If you're just coming in to what's going on right now, and my fucking computer battery light, the battery just came on. So this is going to have to come to an end within the next few minutes. So in closing, you know what? I think I'm going to do another live and talk about how say the same thing. Talk about this isn't a big fucking deal. This is not a big fucking deal. Well, this is Old Man Rockstar from Gaming While Old. And I am going to sign off confessing that I don't think that Dr. Disrespect deserves this crucifixion that is happening currently right now, because I want to see him come back at some point. I do. Dr. Disrespect, I want to see you come back. I do. Yep.